Hey guys, so what's up? Another one of these a little more somber videos. So really not planned, not rehearsed, nothing. Here's kind of the situation. If you've been following the blog, you know that we have been having some struggles coming up with content. And so even when you're a lower level, we're not monetized or anything, but even when you're a lower level channel like us, I don't think people understand the huge amounts of planning work that go into all this stuff. Just turning the camera on, and then editing it is really probably less than half of the work. That's really maybe only 30, maybe 40% of it or so. The rest of it is to plan and find content and things like that. So we were already struggling a little bit as a channel with some of that stuff. If you don't have content, in a lot of ways you don't really have a channel. So this is one of 3 channels that I currently do right now. And in 2022 I'm thinking about adding a 4th. And part of the challenge, I think, with doing this with a younger person is, waiting interest. They discover they're in a period of discovery. They're finding new things that they enjoy and stuff like that. And this isn't really a gig for us. We don't make money on this. We're only at about 51% of the way as I film this right now of being able to be even eligible for monetized. And that's after 5.5 years. So, and this is really, the other channels aren't quite there either. And that's over the course of, well over 2,000 videos at this point. So, snap your fingers and you're a YouTube star is not a thing. Part of the other issue is there's some changes already happened to the channel. A bigger one is underway right now, and that is going to affect all the content going forward. So normally in October we do our collections month. That will not be happening at all this year. Maybe not ever again. Definitely not this year. And you might have noticed I haven't been posting as many model videos. I still need to shoot more of those, but I guess the big story is that myself and our star's mother are splitting up. So that makes a lot more challenges, obviously, on a number of levels besides the content. So what does that mean for the channel? I've still got I've got 5 model kits that I have to do. We probably got enough content even without the collection videos to go through the end of 2021. At this point, I think honestly it's doubtful that we're going to make it to the 6th anniversary, which would be in April of 2022. There are some more toys on deck that we haven't had a chance to review yet. But right now, it's everything is kind of in turmoil while our star gets used to the new lay of the land, as it were. And I think reviews are pretty low on their priority list for him. He does have some stuff that he kind of sort of wants to do with video games. So when we come back, if we come back, we may be doing more video game content that he has in mind. Part of this has been he's seeing other YouTubers and he wants to do content like them. That's really how this channel kind of got started. And it was always a blend, I think, between the two of us of what he more wanted it to be versus something that I wanted to, the input and the way that I would be involved kind of with it, I guess, if that makes sense. It was always meant to be a fun thing, just a really fun thing that we do together. I have 2 separate channels. One of them will be in the description below where you can see me eat a whole bunch of hot, spicy foods. And I have a second gaming channel that is not intended for younger audiences at all. So I have my own channels where I can do pretty much everything my way. And that might be to the point where he winds up wanting to take this once he understands how to edit things and render things and make his own content. That might be the thing that happens, is that we end this joint channel and I just have my own channels and he just has, whatever his own way sort of channel that he wants to have. This one was always meant to be kind of something special, though. It doesn't really function, I don't think, too well outside of a review channel. So we add some stories and stuff like that, but really it's, the videos that do best are stuff that is more reviewy type things, some of the food videos, some of the model videos. So I think that's fine. I think this channel can just exist in that pocket. And even if we don't wind up uploading enough material to even get to 900 videos, we're going to be probably a little bit north of 860 by the end of this year in 2021. So I think the inclination is a lot of times to say pat stuff like we had a good run and so on. I think you'd be hard pressed to say that that's the case here with this channel. You can read everything, by the way. So I detail everything, the entire progression of the channel in the blog. Everything you can look at is there. You can plug in the numbers and graph it yourself if that's something you care to do. If you are writing an article or just interested in how to do that. And you can see the philosophy behind this as well with I have not tried to do any of the things that particularly that so-called boost the viewership. Just because, all the reasons for that are outlined in the blog, so you can check that out. So I don't know, I guess the bottom line here is I don't know what the future will hold, but the collection videos will not be here this year. I don't know about the holiday videos. I know some of you watch them. Holiday videos, I am still at the old residence, and I am not likely to be decorating this myself. A lot of those videos are really kid-oriented videos. Decorating pumpkins, putting up Christmas trees, dolling the place up for Halloween and stuff. And his choice has been to not continue to stay here for the most part. So his primary is not really with me. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense, in my view, to continue through some of those rituals, just because I feel like they're going to be a lot more hollow if it's just an old dude like me doing them without an actual kid. So that kind of stuff, I said all along, if you watch the videos, is for kids. It's not, to me, really for adults. And I could drape this place in accoutrements and make it look like an Elvira set, which would be awesome, to kind of have year round, but it's also kind of the point of, I don't know, I guess that doesn't really resonate with me to do stuff like that. I mean, it would be kind of cool to do, I guess, but I'd have to spend a lot of time doing just that, and I don't know if I could even continue that theme throughout the house without it being also kind of weird. So, but so anyway, the holiday stuff, I don't know if it's going to happen. Definitely, you're going to see a lot in the future of some archival videos that I had filmed, I had produced, I had rendered, I had made it to videos, but I had never really posted because we had a lot more other content that seemed to be more pertinent, I guess. So you're going to see a lot. There's one video I filmed in the very first year we started doing this, and I have yet to post it. So stuff like that, as I kind of clear out the archives, you'll see some of that stuff. And if whatever course, I guess, we decide, if it does wind up in shuttering the whole thing, you'll see another vlog from me about that. So I guess that'll be the 8th vlog. I don't really have I try not to do these a lot. Like I said, it's not really what this channel is about. We try to stay with the spirit of, fun stuff. Most of our content is that. So I'm not going to continue this channel solo. So, we'll probably run a little ways into 2022 just with existing content that we have. And obviously, I've got my own decisions coming up about, what I guess what the future will hold as well. So, with all that in mind, probably run through the existing models, and then, I've obviously got some sorting out of things on my own end to do as well. So, most likely for me, what'll happen is the end blog will be very clear. If we're gonna end the channel, it's gonna be very clear as to what that is, and I will include links to at least both of the family-friendly, appropriate content. That's really what this channel is all about. It's what it's going to stay all about. Even if it ends, we'll just stop there. I'm not going to link to my gaming channel because it's not family-friendly. The one where I eat spicy foods, that's fine. And the one that I'm thinking about doing in 2022, if that happens, that one would be fine also. But as far as this one, I just don't know. If our star decides to do his own, we'll link to that as well. But it's just, it's a weird thing, the whole splitting up and divorce thing. So that I think probably is going to have to be more of the priority rather than worried about a channel that doesn't make a lot of money, on our star's behalf. I'm an adult, I can compartmentalize, but with kids, it's obviously they struggle a little bit to come to terms with that. So that's always the hardest part of these things, I think. So anyway, though, I don't want to spend too much time on this. It's just kind of an update for the things to expect going forward from this channel. And no question about it, we're struggling. I don't even know if we're not keeping our heads above water. We're more like bobbing under and coming up, bobbing under and coming up. So we're lobbing pretty hard right now. That could change. I don't know that it will, but it could. I think most likely, if I had to pick, though, we're probably closer to endgame than not. So, lay of land. But as always, thank you. Thank you for everyone who's watched, who's supported, who's commented, who's subscribed, who's followed us on our Twitter feed. The Twitter feed will probably be going dark, most likely at the end of the channel's run. I might convert it, though, into possibly... I'm still deciding. I might convert that into one of a Twitter feed for one of the other channels, maybe. For right now, though, that is probably going dark with the channel if that's what happens. But seriously, though, really, 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 really appreciate the patronage. Everybody says this, but it's because it's true. That really does keep creators going. So even if it's not us, supporting your favorite creator, whether it be 8-Bit Ryan or somebody like Red Hatter or Patrick South and the Axel Show, which was really kind of a Kickstarter in a lot of ways for us, or Vault Matrix or Octobotamus, Emgo, they definitely all need and badly desire and want and love your patronage. So if you appreciate what they do, definitely give it to them. And of course, the future is always uncertain. We don't know what's going to happen. But one way or the other, I'll still be making content. I find a lot of fun with it, but we'll let you know, I guess, as it develops. What did she say? What does Matt say? Watch this space. I guess watch this space. So yeah, again, the mightiest of thank yous. And we'll see what we see. We'll see y'all next time, whatever that next time is. Bye-bye.